All right, so I'll focus on GAMA first. I would just like to know from us why wash in schools? Why wash facilities in schools? Mainly our focus. Maybe 2-3 of us can just tell us the reason why we need wash in schools. Can I see some hands? Why? Why should, okay, I see. Oh, please, can you give me a mic? Yes, sir.
Thank you. Wash in schools because most female students were not going to school. And from a research and from GAMA, we realized that when we get wash in schools, the female students can go there and change themselves when they have their menses. So basically that is why we have washing.
Okay. So we care an absenteeism for girls, attendance to school is not disturbed when we have washing facilities in schools. Any other reason?
Washing in schools because we want to improve the general sanitation conditions in the school.
So we want to improve health outcomes, we want to improve the general condition in the school, we want to improve sanitation access. There was a gentleman here who I think I saw raised hand. Okay, there's a lady here. Okay, all right. You are going for snack? Yes. All right. Remember that after snack, you have to do that.
Okay, thank you. Wash in schools because we want to improve and educate people on open defecation issues, free open defecation.
All right. We want to curb open defecation, and therefore there's a need to have wash in schools. So you've already, listed all the things, but there's one research that I think one of these UN agencies did, and they said that 40% of the world's 400 million school-age children are infested with intestinal worms because of lack of school wash facilities. When I saw it, I was a little bit alarmed. I was like, hey, which means that they do the stuff, maybe you don't wash your hands. Kids, when there's no access to water, they don't wash their hands, or they may not wash their hands well. And then when they have to eat during lunch, their hands get into their mouths. So this statement was very, very alarming. And it emphasized the fact that we should know that schools are mostly for children, especially primary and secondary schools are mostly for our kids. Those in the lower primaries, the middle primary, most of them are kids and don't have that sense, of washing unless it is instituted in them. And that's why when you have wash in schools at that level, it builds understanding, changes behavior, and then the health outcomes are realized. So these are just some of the key reasons. Boosting moral competence, we talked about the girls, improve hygiene practices at home because whatever they learn in school, they practice at home. So that sets the stage for us. But at times we have certain issues that at times keeps us in a box. And normally when we talk about institutional facilities, we always let it look like it should be somewhere, as for school day, if you go and you don't have a toilet, it doesn't matter, just do it in the bush somewhere and then feel free. Okay? And even some of the facilities we have constructed in our schools, at times there are some ways. It's too one way. This is just a picture of some students in school. And then see the comparison. Our place, we like brown things. You know, our uniform is brown, the table is brown, the school building is brown. You know, and we are dealing with kids who, when they are exposed to a lot of colors, open their minds and thinking faculties. But if everything in the school is just brown, now look at the toilet facility. So, in here, you have everything brown, apart from the hand wash basins, the tiling around the urinals, and maybe the toilet seat. The children need certain colors to make the place attractive. So we have learned over the years, in the parent projects, we constructed toilet facilities. We didn't even give specifications as to the type of tiles. So the contractors on their own chose, certain design tiles. Unfortunately, some of them were also brown in color with white. It's like we look like a lot of brown. I don't know, maybe because there's a lot of wood in this country. I just don't know. Or because we don't have a lot of our roads tarred, we see brown, I don't know. But brown has something to do with a lot of things that we do. And so, in our parent project, this is what we did. After thinking about it and thinking about some of the sustainability issues, we try to change the way we go about moving forward. So some of the typical features of an institutional wash, I guess you all know or understand, and I've heard me talk about this. We have now wash facilities where we are now looking at the walls, the being white tiles, clean, so that it gives some form of light to the facilities that the students will be using. So under the additional financing project, we have a lot of facilities that are more, the internal are more whitish in terms of the walls to bring about some lightening in the facilities. All right, so what are we doing? This in GAMA, we are in about 13 MMAs. So far, we are targeting 60 facilities, 55 schools, and 5 healthcare facilities. In the plan, we're supposed to look at 30 facilities for GAMA, but we've been able to double that amount. And then 120 in GAMA. Currently, we are at the second phase of implementation. Under the first phase, we did assessment design tendering a long time ago. Construction started in the month of May this year, and hopefully by February 2023, we'll be done with construction of institutional sanitation facilities in Greater Accra. Currently, we are at 70% thereabout progress. Out of the 60 facilities, 7 have been completed and handed over to the school for use. I think I have some, okay, this is just a graph representing the progress for the various institutions. Some lagging behind. I think this is us at October, so I believe in November we would have had a lot more of these schools progress going up. So this completed work at Pantan Hospital in Ga East. So if you go to Ga East right now, you see the facility there completed. And I think they're just doing some external works at the place. And then we have completed works at OPA MA 1 and 2. I think this is in Ga West. So this is in Ga West. So Ga West, we did this handing over, I think about 2 or 3 weeks.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe,
and click on the bell for more updates.